Hey, good morning, Soulful family. Today is Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. And as usual, we are reading from the Book of Awakening. Let me just find our day here. Let's see. February 25th. I always dog ear all of my books, and I have entirely too many in here. Just little stuff that I like to remind myself about to talk about later. And I just have so many in here, it's crazy. Okay, February 25th, cutting a path. No matter where we dig or climb, we come upon the fire that we have left untended. Carl Jung, one of my favorite psychoanalysts, just saying, had a dream that he was cutting a path in the woods, unsure where it was leading, but working hard at it nonetheless. Tired and sweating, he came upon a cabin in a clearing. He dropped his tools and approached the cabin. Through the window, he saw a being in prayer at a simple altar. The door was open, and Jung went in. As he drew closer, he realized that the being in prayer was himself, and that his life of cutting a path was the being's dream. What Jung brings to us is the never-ending task of deciding to whom we entrust our life, our true or false self. For all the seriousness with which we run about in the world, fixing, denying, projecting, and sacrificing, for all the schemes and strategies and alliances and positioning for rewards, it is all an unreal dream to the center of our being that waits for us far inside while we hack our way through. Without knowing it, we, like Jung, work hard at cutting a path to our deeper self that waits patiently for us to arrive, all tired, aching, and out of breath. Once that path is cleared, and once the being at our center is discovered, we can return to a world in a relationship with our soul. We can discover a deeper, more peaceful sense of home. I find deep truth in a lot of this book, and I use not only this, but the spiritual symbolism of the world to kind of run my life. I am not religious whatsoever. I do not believe in the Christian version of who is the devil and God. I do 100% believe in God. I do think there is a greater being or greater beings out there that walk with us and assist us in walking through our lives. During this stage of my life, I've come to realize not only who I am, but what my life path is. I am a life path number 11, and it seems to very much fit my life. Everything that I have done has kind of lead me to my future and my destiny of being a healer in some way or another. I very much believe that the things, or I guess you can say the path, according to Jung, that I have carved for myself, not only has allowed me to experience some of the more negative influences of life, but it has also allowed me to experience very deep levels of pain. I think that the path that not only I've carved out, but has been carved out to me, has allowed me to experience my truth. And in the things that I have overcome, in the pain that I have endured, I have become the healer that I am. In this stage of my life, my early 30s, I have realized not only who I am, but that I have 40 to 60 years of my life left. And it's funny how when we reach that realization, life becomes something totally different. In saying this today, I challenge you. Sit down and think about which self that you expose to the world. Your self full of ego, or your self full of spirit? What stage in your life are you walking through now? Not only what stage in your life are you walking through now, but I challenge you to think about it. Is this stage in your life something that you really choose to be? Or are you being someone to make others happy? I think in the United States that we are so wrapped up in, who society wants us to be, that we don't stay true to ourselves. So today I challenge you to speak to, and acknowledge your true self. Not for the world, not for society, not for anyone else, but for your own spiritual well-being. And y'all have a good day now. Bye.